Good. So let's wrap up with this next one, Chris. Landing page tip, get rid of distractions. Attention ratio should be 1-to-1 or very close. As we wrap up here, what does that mean? What does it mean on a landing page to get rid of the distractions?
Yeah, it's anything that I would call a distraction on a landing page is anything where it's a link or an opportunity to do something that page wasn't designed for. So the idea of attention ratio, and there was a person that came up with this phrase attention ratio, and I forget their name, and I should be attributing them, but maybe we'll put it in the description. But the idea of attention ratio is on one side of it, it is the goal of the page, and on the other side of that ratio, if it's a fraction, it's like this. The bottom half is the amount of links available on that page or things to do on the page. Mm-hmm. And the idea is it should be 1-to-1 or as close to 1-to-1 as possible. So if your goal is get a quote for kitchen remodeling, then you don't need, anytime you put a link on the page that says read about our team bio or like, check out this article about us, that diminishes it. It goes from 1-to-1 to 2-to-1 to 3-to-1 to 4-to-1. And the idea is the further away you get from 1-to-1, the further away, the more ways you're distracting people, and the more things you're giving them to do, and they're going to do those things, and then they're going to forget about your primary call to action. So people are on the internet. They know that there's ways to click around. They know there's lots of stuff to do. So you really have to pay attention and focus. Every landing page should have one goal.
Yeah.
There are times where you might have a secondary call to action. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's schedule my appointment, and the secondary is check insurance availability, something like that. But you really want to go 1-to-1 as much as possible. That's going to help your conversion rate. It's going to focus the attention on what you want people to focus on. Yep. So 1-to-1, and that might mean, Michael, removing the header and links on the header. So they're
not taking people to a website experience, but to a landing page experience. And segmenting your campaign so that if you have two sort of main audiences, clinicians and patients, and you're bringing a new medical product to North America, for example, you may have two separate campaigns so that you're managing that experience on how you select people to bring into that experience, and you're able to remove the distraction for 50% of the people with every visit. That's a 50% improvement. That's huge.
Right, yeah, if you're trying to target new customers, you don't want to see log in at the top. You know these people don't have login, so it's just irrelevant to show that to them. Yeah. So 1-to-1 attention ratio as much as possible.
Excellent. Great. Thanks. This has been What Makes a Great Landing Page. Drop your comments and your notes below and hit subscribe. And thanks for being a part of what we're doing here at Dodgeball Marketing. We'll see you on the next one.